been everywhere, been looking for someone who can please me.
Good morning. Welcome to the day in the life of a 7-figure agency owner. I've been trying to put out more videos for you guys. It's going to be very real. As you can see, my hair's kind of gross. I'm wearing these interesting looking glasses. I'm not trying to look fancy for anybody. And I'm just going to take you through the day. It's like 7:12 or something right now. I don't have a watch on. Check my phone. Yeah, it's like 7:12 right now. I like to go outside in the morning just to like tell my body that I'm awake, take a look at the sun and everything, look at the ocean and all that. I got the islands back there. And then I just go inside and get some more work done. After that, at 8, I have my first set of team meetings for 30 minutes. I have a really big sales call today. At this point, I'm not usually on the ones selling clients. However, we got a really big meeting that I'm gonna take myself. It's just gonna be on the phone, so I can keep the hoodie on. I don't have to do my hair or anything. We'll be good. After that, we got some more team meetings, some back-end work. I'm gonna take you guys through everything, as well as the non-work stuff, the things that all of my other rich friends do that I didn't know to do until I actually started hanging out with them in person, and I saw that all of them did it except for me, and then I started doing it, and then I made a bunch of money too. So hopefully you guys like it, but this is actually just what it takes to make some money. It's now 7:30 or 7:29. Team calls are about to start, so I'm going to put you guys right here, probably, so you can see me work. And then we'll be good. I just gotta go over, essentially, in the mornings on Fridays, we go over all of our active accounts for every single client pretty much. I just get the high-level overviews. Is this person doing good? Are they doing fine? What problems do they have as far as their results, or like even if we're doing good leads-wise and the client's mad and we got to fix something, I can handle that on Fridays usually. And then after that, usually I'd eat breakfast right now, but today after this call, I have that demo. It's over the phone at 8:30. And I will catch you guys then. All right, quick update. Call ended up going great, actually. We're starting with them spending around $20,000 to $30,000 a month in just ad spend alone. Our fee's gonna be pretty solid on top of that. And then an existing client called and added an additional 13 branches with us. So that's $2,000 a month times 13 in additional revenue for the agency. I had no idea this was gonna happen, and I recorded this video, but amazing. All right, it is now 9:30, and we got breakfast. I usually eat meal prep now. I get it delivered every week, and it just shows up, and I just put it in the oven real quick, and I end up eating a lot more because of it. I was eating either Uber Eats or DoorDash, or very unhealthy most of the time prior to having meal prep, and it's helped me a ton. So I eat that pretty much every day for breakfast. If I do eat breakfast, a lot of times I honestly skip it. After this, I have to go get a haircut. Actually, my hair is like not the move. Let me move this back a little bit. My haircut, it needs to happen because I cannot jump on a sales call looking like this. So we need to get that fixed. And then I guess after I'm done eating, I will give you guys a little apartment tour. Give you guys a little tour of the space, the setup, my room, how I have it set up to make money. And then I gotta work. All right, we're done eating now. Time for the apartment tour. This is what front door looks like when you walk in. Nothing insane. This is the kitchen where I just was. We got fridge, microwave, oven. I've had to use the oven lately, but before that it was pretty much just Uber Eats for everything. We got the bathroom right there. We got closet, laundry room. And then this is pretty much the rest. Oh, this is cool. This is a sheet of $2 bills from the US Mint. So it comes like this. So they don't actually cut them up into individual money. They just leave it like this, and then you can buy it. I don't know if they make these anymore, but it's a cool thing to just have up there. I think these are from 1995. So it's a cool decoration to have. We got the fit check mirror right there. It's for everyone to go check themselves out when they pull up to the crib. And then I'll show you kind of the outside, and then I'll show you my room in a sec. This right here is this bookshelf. We have this gong, which I got from Agency Lab for hitting my first 10K month a few years back. That's crazy, I sound old. We got some books. We got this concrete Porsche, which is sick. 8-ball my parents gave me. A Lego bonsai tree, some more books, a Bible, and then some hidden stuff behind there, and then the boxes for like Legos and extra MacBooks. And this is the work setup. So when I moved into this spot, it's just me. So I don't have roommates. I don't need a living room because I work all the time. So what I did is I realized that all of the money in my apartment comes out of this thing right here. So this camera, what I can push into that camera and the work I can do at this desk will determine my pretty much entire life, because that's where all the money is made. So I don't have a living room. I don't have a couch. I don't have a TV. I have a whiteboard on the wall right there. And I have these lights that make it look like it's daytime regardless of the time of day. You can make them warmer or softer. They're really great. They're kind of expensive though. I think they're like a couple $100 each, but it's worth it. We got the Herman Miller chair. Recommend it. It's one of the best things I have purchased. I got mine used. I think it was like $800. Maybe less, maybe more. I don't know, but it was worth it. We got this chair or couch and tree light setup. I've had this tree everywhere. Having the tree in the back just makes it look a lot more corporate, a lot more like an office, which I think helps to give me presence on sales calls, because I don't know if I can prop up my camera right here, but like if I join a call and like this is my background, obviously it's like you can see the back and everything, but that's the background, and then they're in some like office or something, or they're in like their bedroom, I immediately have the frame because I have much more wide open space, which subconsciously to them signals like, oh, you have extra rooms. You either have a really big house or office with extra space, which means you have abundance, like you have more than enough, which is why I did this. It's not the best for hosting, like if I ever have friends over, it's not the greatest couch for that. I don't have a TV for all the boys to watch. However, for the purpose that it was intended for, it works. On this side, I'm not going to show the whiteboard as much because I don't want you guys to see what is on there. But we'll show it like this. We got a standing desk right here, which is very helpful. I honestly don't use it that much, but it's nice to have. We got the extra MacBooks over there. So we got another one and then another one right there. And then this is like the main one that I use. I show you the room, the mirror that I was talking about. My room is very basic. So we got the palm tree right out there, right at the view from my room. This is like the books that I have that I'm reading when I wake up or when I'm gonna go to bed. I usually like to read a little bit. This is the mobile setup. So those are things I put in the suitcase, in my suitcase and everything else, because I was traveling so much for so long and I didn't have an apartment. Having somewhere where I can just consistently have all my shit together, throw it in a bag and dip, it means I can pack for like a week-long trip and be out the door in like 20 minutes, which was super helpful because I was going on like as many trips as I was. This is the view from outside, which is cool. You can kind of see it earlier, but that's like the water and everything. And this is the closet. So I spend a decent amount of money on clothes. I know people who spend more. I'm not super into designer stuff. So there's like a bunch of like basic shoes. These are like an Aime Leon Dore New Balance collab. If you know, you know. It's not like a hype thing, but it's like a very niche like sneakerhead thing. I have some of like my favorite Jordan 1s in this section right here. I used to want these growing up, and now I have them. On this side, it's a lot more like basic, like wearable stuff. I wear these a lot, actually. I got these a little bit ago. Some Golden Gooses, which are sick. These are sick. Most people don't know that these are like really expensive, but these are like an Adidas collab with Kith, which is one of my favorite brands, and Clarks. And so they put the Clarks sole on an Adidas shoe, and then it was designed by Kith as a whole. and it's just really, really sick. Nobody has those, and it's cool because I like to be slightly different. I'm not like the other girls, you know, I'm special. Pretty much all of this is Kith. We got Kith Malibu, we got Kith Rio Olympics. This is like company merch. This is Patagonia company merch. This one's cool. It's like an Aim Leon door, if you know what that is. Porsche collab for the 993 Turbo that they did, which was sick. I'm into cars too. I don't have any at the moment because I don't have covered parking. More Kith. More Kith. All right, so it's been, I don't know, it's like noon now. 12:06, and my haircut is at 12:30. I was writing copy for most of it, just like I was in the morning before I did that intro clip. That's like the highest leverage thing I can do because other people can sell for the most part if I give them the right things to sell on and assets to use using copy like words, writing good B2B ads for the people I'm working with to help them with their B2B ads, writing really solid B2C ads because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but within roofing, which is like my main niche, I'm like the most copied advertiser in there, or one of them. There's like three of us, but like I'm up there. And part of that is because I spend a lot more time on results, which also allows me to have easier success with these larger clients because I was already doing a lot of the harder work regardless. But it's now time to go get a haircut, so I'm gonna get dressed so I can go into the public, and I'll probably pick up the camera when I get back, and then I'll show you my route for lunch and the walk and what my rich friends do. Yo, walking to get lunch right now, and yes, I'm just going to eat, which is important. You need to eat. The walking aspect of this is like the biggest thing. So I know a lot of people that are exactly in my position that hit like liquid millionaire status recently. Not a lot, a few. And the vast majority of them, they go on walks like multiple times a day just for like clarity's sake. So most of the time there's no music, there's no other external factors. It's just they go on a walk and then they just think about how to solve their existing problems. So for me, when I first moved here, I was in a pretty weird spot with the agency. That's part of why I moved here. Like, it's nice weather and everything, but the downside is that there's no like friends, there's no like colleges nearby for people my age. This was just solely a lock-in spot. So I would go on these walks every day, a couple times a day. It's like, how do I get rich? How do I get rich? How do I make money? And then once I identified like, okay, we're gonna double down on the agency, we're gonna scale this up more, because I was honestly thinking of switching to something else not that long ago. I was making good money, but I wasn't able to like get it to that level I wanted to be until I figured a couple things out. And I figured those things out to make the money I make now, to have clients who could hit me up and say, hey, let's expand to another 13 branches or whatever it is. Like, that just wouldn't be possible beforehand, but that happened because every day I go on these walks, no headphones, and then just ask myself like over and over again, how do I get rich? Okay, do this. How do I do that? Do this. How do I solve this problem with this? Do this. I don't know how to do that. Okay, that means that I need to do X, Y, Z in order to learn how to do that, or find someone who can teach me that, or pay someone to help me out. And it's been the most beneficial. So that's the first thing. I'm gonna go eat. I eat like, there's a restaurant like right there, and then I will pick you guys back up when I got my food. All right, burrito secured. Still, this is genuinely one of the worst haircuts I've ever gotten, I think. But every day, that's where I live, like those apartments right there. And then that's the burrito spot right there. And I come and I sit right here and I just chill at the beach and I eat this burrito. Ideally, No music, no anything. Just kind of like thinking and letting my brain reset, because when you're working all the time and you're looking at a screen, even if you do have like red light glasses on and everything, or the blue light glasses with red lenses, if you take a break and you look at Instagram Reels, you don't actually give yourself time to reset. It's like, oh, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, I earned a break, I'm gonna go on Reels. It's like, yeah, that feels good because you're not like using your brain, but you don't get the refresh that you get from going on a walk outside and just being in nature. There's this seagull right there. It has a broken wing. It comes up to me every day and I never give it anything. That one right there. I've never given it anything and it still comes up and just watches me every single day. It has like one wing that is like off. But yeah, I just sit here, I ate this, and then I walk back to the crib back there, and that's my day. After this, I have probably like my second and like last real lock-in session of the day in like the offices at my apartment, so I will show you guys that, and then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. All right, we're back to work. We got the setup right here. This is what the like mini offices in my building look like. It's great because no one ever uses them, because I live in like a beach town and like no one professional lives here. It's just a bunch of like old people pretty much who can afford this place. So there's that. We got like free coffee and a bunch of stuff over there. And then this one was taken when I got here, but this one's nice because you can see, I don't know if it'll like focus on that, but you can like have the good view right there. If you want to do that while working, when I have my business partner come over, we go in here and we cook up on the whiteboard sometimes, which is really, really cool. But aside from that, not too boring. Just went on that walk, got the burrito, and then you just pretty much trap yourself in this little box until everything that you wanted to get done is done. So I'm gonna lock in and we'll see what we end up doing. I did my like EOD meetings with the team, and again, wrote some more copy in these offices that we have in our apartments, which are really nice, but it's around 5 p.m. right now, which during the winter means that we have one of the most goated views that I have personally seen. It's really cool. This is a really big pro to living where I live. It's like, let me get out of the way. You can see like the whole like islands and everything over there. And it just looks like very, very nice. Right now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'm probably going to go like play basketball. I'm not good at it, but I just go shoot around sometimes at the end of the day. All right, we set the camera up. First try. Gonna nail this shit. And as far back as you can see me on the camera. Okay. It's like around half. First try. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was genuinely the first try. And with that being said, we're at the courts playing basketball right now. I'm not good at basketball. I don't play basketball that often. When I do, it's just to come outside and do something at the end of the day. I played tennis more in high school and a little bit after that. So if you play pickleball, I can cook you in pickleball. They do have like tennis courts, like a tennis club, like directly next to my apartment. The racket club most people go to where I live, which is nice, but I don't go there really ever. It's just a bunch of old people. There's no one really my age. But even though I'm not super good at basketball, just coming outside and doing pretty much anything like in the world, especially when we're just locked in working like the majority of the day, and then when we're not, it's like, oh, let me take a break, let me go on Instagram Reels. That doesn't help at all either. It's around 11 now. Last clip I'm pretty sure was basketball. Since then, not much happened. I came straight home, had my meal prep, and usually at the end of the day, I'm not really doing too much work. I had just FaceTime, Discord calls with my boys, just kind of fucking off. And then last thing I do is I go on that whiteboard right there that I showed you earlier, and then I plan my next day. And most days I have this journal that I've been using and just kind of flesh out everything I went through that day. A lot of times when I finally decide, all right, I'm going to go to bed now, and I get off Reels. There was also a lot of Reels that happened over the past couple hours, just for reference, just to be honest. When you stop doing things like that, you finally start to think for yourself and actually have ideas, which if you're trying to sleep at that point in time is not super helpful. So having this does two things. One, it gets your ideas out so you can have them written down to execute on the next day if they're not on the whiteboard. And two, it's just a good documentation thing of where you're at. I started doing this on August 31st, and even of this year, the things I have in this notebook of just the stuff that I've been through, of what it takes to achieve things that a lot of people don't. It's really nice whenever you're doubting yourself to just be able to look back, look at how hard you thought things were and how easy they are to you now. And just so okay, I've learned in the past, I've gotten better in the past, and we're at where we're at now. So if now is anything like the past, I'll be able to get through whatever I'm going through. This has helped a lot with that. And with that being said, that's pretty much a day in my life. It's pretty boring. There's not much, but it does feel good when you actually look at the whiteboard at the end of the day and you did the really big important things that you were supposed to get done, and you pushed the needle forward, you made some progress. And then if you can just do that every day consistently, good things start to happen. And you just can't let up. So I'll leave you guys with that. Go follow me on Instagram. Put the link in the description. If you want to ask me questions and stuff, I have a paid Discord. It's $100 a month. Join it, don't join it. I would much rather you follow me on Instagram, to be honest.